Merhaba, bir sonraki dersimize hoş geldiniz. I let you hear some Turkish. I just said welcome to our next lesson. So today we are going to learn, as I promised last time, we are going to learn the particle da de, which means to also as well, something like this. You know that there is a suffix de, but there is also particle de. And so, for instance, if you say like Istanbul'da, it means in Istanbul. But the particle there, which is written separately from Istanbul, is also not stressed. So if you want to say Istanbul too, or Istanbul as well, you need to say Istanbul'da. Da is not stressed here. So I say, for instance, New York is beautiful. Istanbul is also beautiful. Then I should say, New York güzeldir. İstanbul da güzeldir. Or I can say something like, you are a sportsman, I am also a sportsman. Siz sporcusunuz, ben de sporcuyum. Let's also learn the word student, öğrenci. Öğrenci. So if I want to say, you are students, we are also students, then I should say, siz öğrencisiniz, biz de öğrenciyiz. And let's also learn the word teacher. Öğretmen. You see, it has the same root as öğrenci because öğre is the root for learning. Öğrenci, öğretmen. Student and teacher. Öğrenciler, öğretmenler. Try to understand this dialogue before I translate it for you. Öğretmen misiniz? Güzel, babam da öğretmen. Öğretmen misiniz? Are you, plural. Are you a teacher? Güzel, beautiful, nice. Babam da öğretmen. My father is a teacher as well. Now let's learn ordinal numerals. You know numerals in Turkish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The formation of ordinal numerals is pretty simple in Turkish. There is suffix inci. And there are 4 forms of that suffix, as always. And if a numeral ends with a vowel, you just end nci. You don't end inci, you just end nci. So let's form. It's like playing a game. It's like very logical. You just think which pattern to follow. Let's look back at the vowel harmony, review it. Okay, after A and Ü, you have ıncı. After E and I, you have inci. After O and U, you have uncu. After Ö and Ü, you have üncü. So the first numeral is bir, 1. How do we say first? Birinci. The second numeral is 2, iki. İkinci. 3, üçüncü. 4, dördüncü. Pay attention that in dört, when you add a suffix beginning with vowel, t turns into d, dördüncü. 5, beşinci. 6, altıncı. 7, yedinci. 8, sekizinci. 9, dokuzuncu. 10, onuncu. After that you follow like 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, and so on until you reach 20. Then you have to learn a new word. 20, yirminci. And you go on, you learn 30, 30, otuzuncu. I think learning numerals will be not so difficult for you as they are available in all dictionaries, and today online is pretty simple to learn them. At this point, we are learning these numerals, the smaller ones still, which we are using more often. So for instance, this is lesson 9. We say the ninth lesson. Lesson in Turkish is ders. Let's say it. 9. ders. Bu 9. ders. You can ask, on which lesson are we? Kaçıncı dersteyiz? 9. dersteyiz. We are on the 9th lesson. And when you need to ask time, you need to learn the word saat. Saat means watch, like in your hand, if there is a watch in your hand, or if there is a clock, watch or clock, it's all called saat. And also hour is called with the same name, saat. 1 saat, 1 hour. 2 saat, 2 hours. 3 saat, 3 hours, and so on. But if you want to say at 3 o'clock, then you need to say saat 3'te. You need to say saat 3 and te. Actually, when you say like what time is it, you need to ask saat kaçtır or saat kaç. Saat kaç, basically it means like hour how many. Hour how many. Saat kaç. And you answer saat 1, it's 1 o'clock. Saat 2, 2 o'clock. So you see the difference between, for instance, 5 hours and 5 o'clock. If you want to say 5 hours in Turkish, you say 5 saat. But if you want to say 5 o'clock, you say the other way around. Saat 5. So when we want to ask something like at what time will something happen, or at what time is something happening, then we need to put the location suffix. Saat kaçta? At what time? Dersimiz saat kaçta? Saat 6'da. This dialogue means when or at what time is our lesson? It is at 6 o'clock. Dersimiz saat kaçta? Saat 6'da. The ordinal numerals are used in many cases. For instance, when you talk about floors, kaçıncı kattasınız? On which floor are you? İkinci kattayız. We are on the second floor. In Turkey, people start counting from ground floor. So first you have zemin kat, which means ground floor. Then you have birinci kat, first floor, ikinci kat, second floor. If in your culture you also use ground floor, then it's okay. If you are starting with the first floor, then in Turkish third floor will be your fourth floor, because they start with zemin kat. Flat or apartment in Turkish is daire. Let me ask you, on what floor is your apartment? Daireniz kaçıncı kattadır? You can answer me yourself. You can write it in comments. You should write something like dairem 3. katta, or dairem 9. kattadır, or dairem 4. katta. Also, as we learn time, you need to learn the word dakika. That means minute, and we can say, for instance, 2:30, saat 2, 30 dakika. It's 2 o'clock and 30 minutes, so 2:30. 2:45 will be saat 2, 45 dakika. So you see, it's pretty simple. You just need to learn the numerals. Let's also learn how to say the age. How old are you? For that you need the word yaş, which means age. Kaç yaşı is used for saying what's the age. Kaç, as you know, is how many. It's the numeral. And yaş is age. And then you need to put the location suffix da. But you know that also that after another suffix that ends with vowel, like yaşı, you need to also put n before the location suffix da. Yaşında. So you ask, for instance, kaç yaşındasın? How old are you? Or for plurality, for respectful form, you say kaç yaşındasınız? And the answer, instead of kaç, you put the number, and that's it. If you want to say 30 yaşındayım, 30 years old. If you want to say I'm 60 years old, you say 60 yaşındayım. I also invite you to write your age in the comments and see whether you wrote it correctly. Kaç yaşındasınız? Oğlunuz kaç yaşındadır? Oğlum 3 yaşında. Kızım 12 yaşında. Something like this, dialogues go this way. I think it's enough for this lesson, and I have good news for you. We've covered a lot of material. Now we are ready to move into learning the verbs and the verbal system, which will be in most cases similar to what we learned before, with all the vowel harmony, consonant harmony, and logic. Logical and simple rules with few exceptions. At one point there will be some exceptions, but for most cases there won't be any. So now I say goodbye to you. İyi günler.